Today at precisely 9:30 a.m., we are delivering a critical news alert and update that every individual with a vested interest in the Iraqi dinar must hear. For an extended period, spanning decades, a global community of currency observers and holders has been focused on this very moment. It's a time that has been approached with a complex mix of intense anticipation, deep-seated hope, and at times understandable skepticism. The story of the Iraqi dinar, its valuation, and its place in the world economy has been a saga marked by considerable political turmoil, ongoing economic instability, and periods of profound uncertainty. Despite these formidable challenges, a large, persistent group of people has firmly maintained their currency holdings, operating under the conviction that a day would ultimately arrive when a comprehensive financial release, potentially leading to a significant revaluation, would be officially realized. That long-awaited official confirmation, which so many have patiently held out for, has now reportedly arrived. The profound significance of this announcement cannot be overstated. It's far more than a simple, routine financial bulletin. This news signals a pivotal turning point with the capacity to reshape more than just individual financial situations. It could potentially influence national economic structures within the region and create noticeable shifts in the dynamics of global currency markets. For every person holding the Iraqi dinar, this development transcends the typical definition of a news report. It stands as the potential culmination of years dedicated to patient waiting, intricate financial speculation, and meticulous strategic planning concerning their assets. In this detailed report, our objective is to meticulously dissect the exact implications of this confirmation, the immediate and practical consequences it may hold for currency holders, and to provide the broader economic and geopolitical context within which this major financial release is reportedly set to occur. The global financial community is closely monitoring this situation, and it is now paramount that you, as a dinar holder, are fully and accurately informed, thoroughly prepared, and ready to understand the subsequent steps. After years characterized by persistent speculation, circulating rumors, and often contradictory unofficial reports, the official confirmation regarding the Iraqi dinar release has reportedly materialized. This news is already sending noticeable ripples of excitement and focused attention throughout the international investment community, which has long been tracking the currency. This significant announcement is said to be the result of extensive and deliberate consultations conducted between Iraq's key financial regulatory bodies, prominent international banking institutions, and a collection of seasoned economic advisors. These parties have been working closely behind the scenes, consistently monitoring Iraq's overall fiscal stability and evaluating the country's readiness and capacity to undertake such a monumental financial maneuver. The planned currency release is anticipated to be executed in a carefully managed, step-by-step process designed specifically to ensure the maximum possible stability within both the domestic Iraqi market and the broader international financial ecosystem. For the average individual holder of the Iraqi dinar, this confirmation serves as a validation of their years of unwavering patience and careful, long-term financial planning. However, this news also introduces a critical set of complex questions centered on specific timing, potential exchange rates, and the detailed logistical steps that will inevitably follow the confirmation. Financial experts familiar with these types of currency events suggest that a thorough understanding of these intricate factors will be absolutely critical for maximizing any potential benefits that may arise from the release. Historically, currency releases and reevaluations of this scale have produced widespread, far-reaching effects influencing diverse economic indicators from local inflation rates to national trade balances. Navigating such events successfully demands keen strategic insight and an informed approach to risk. Tonight, we will meticulously break down not only the core meaning of this confirmation but also the critical rationale explaining why the timing and execution of the release have been reportedly calculated with such meticulous care and precision. The finer details of this process are inherently complex, but by the conclusion of this comprehensive report, our aim is for you to possess a clear and actionable understanding of both the immediate and the potential long-term ramifications for your specific holdings. For every individual who holds the Iraqi dinar, the implications of this particular confirmation are deep and potentially profound. While there is a natural tendency to focus primarily on the prospect of significant financial gain, it is equally important to grasp the broader, interconnected economic and geopolitical forces that are currently at play, the trajectory and valuation of the Iraqi dinar, have long been influenced by a complex mixture of domestic governmental policies, the shifting sands of regional stability, the volatility of global oil markets, and the ebb and flow of international investment capital. A financial release of this specific scale and magnitude serves as a strong, clear signal of a renewed international confidence in Iraq's underlying economic infrastructure. This move strategically positions the nation to engage much more fully and robustly in global trade and the international investment landscape. For investors, this could potentially translate into a significant opportunity to realize gains that, until now, have existed only as theoretical potential within their planning. Nevertheless, the path that lies immediately ahead is undeniably nuanced and requires a proactive approach. It demands careful and meticulous financial planning, a clear knowledge of the required conversion and exchange processes, and an acute awareness of critical timing windows. This is essential for effectively avoiding a number of common pitfalls and errors that have historically affected investors during other major, transformative currency events. Throughout tonight's report, we will guide you through these critical considerations, ensuring that you are fully prepared to make truly informed decisions moving forward. By remaining actively engaged and fully understanding the dynamic forces currently in play, you can strategically position yourself to potentially benefit from what is being called a historic financial event while simultaneously safeguarding your future financial well-being. The financial landscape is definitively shifting, and the knowledge you gain tonight has the potential to be truly transformative, potentially turning years of patient waiting and strategic asset positioning into a concrete, actionable opportunity. For every individual holder of the Iraqi Dinar, this is much more than just a passing news update. It is the anticipated culmination of years dedicated to patient waiting, rigorous financial planning, and sustained, focused anticipation. The official confirmation that the Iraqi Dinar release has been finalized marks a significant moment that is likely to be recorded in future financial histories. For decades, investors and dedicated currency enthusiasts have diligently tracked the often wild fluctuations of Iraq's national currency, carefully navigating a constant stream of circulating rumors, contradictory unofficial reports, and widespread global speculation. All the while, this community has held on to the hope that one day, their patience and commitment would be substantially rewarded. This specific moment is one where detailed preparation fundamentally intersects with tangible opportunity. The financial decisions you choose to make now, specifically how you strategically organize and structure your holdings, and the speed at which you grasp and execute the essential steps immediately ahead, could be highly determinative of your financial outcomes over the coming months. Tonight, our goal is not simply to report a generic update. We are actively aiming to equip you with the knowledge and clarity required to act with informed confidence and decisiveness. This is considered your critical moment to align your personal financial strategy directly with a historic financial event, ensuring that years of careful planning, preparation, and enduring belief in the future of the Iraqi dinar are positioned to potentially deliver substantial, life-changing results. The sheer weight of this news is immense, and for those who have taken the time to prepare and are ready to act, the immediate path forward is presented as clear, fully actionable, and possessing a degree of urgency. For decades, the journey of Iraq's currency has been largely defined by ongoing volatility, pervasive uncertainty, and very long stretches of anticipation from the holder community. Investors located across the United States and globally have followed this protracted story with intense focus, acutely understanding that the Iraqi dinar has always carried the inherent potential for a significant revaluation, but only if the correct, necessary economic and political conditions were firmly in place. Today, that long-held potential is reported to have moved substantially closer to an immediate reality. The news alert reaching dinar holders at 9:30 a.m. reportedly confirms a pivotal shift in the currency's overall trajectory, a shift that possesses the power to transform the landscape for both large-scale investors and everyday individual holders alike. This major shift is not an accident, but is said to be the direct result of months, possibly even years, of extremely careful and coordinated effort between the Central Bank of Iraq and key international financial partners. These entities have reportedly been working tirelessly and privately behind the scenes to ensure that any financial release is executed in a manner that is both smooth and stable. Every conceivable detail, ranging from full compliance with rigorous global banking regulations to precise logistical coordination with currency redemption centers across various locations, has been meticulously planned to minimize any potential market disruption and maximize the readiness for all holders. For you, the holder, this means that what has long been an anticipated, theoretical event is now reportedly official and real. This is described as a historic and powerful alignment of carefully timed policy, optimal market timing, and substantial opportunity, which only underscores why immediate and comprehensive awareness, coupled with active preparation, is fundamentally essential. Tonight, you are not simply witnessing a standard financial announcement. You are witnessing the precise moment when a long-term, patient strategy reportedly converges with an actionable, immediate financial reality. When official financial authorities announce that a significant currency release is fully confirmed, it is considered much more than a simple update. It serves as a definitive signal that new, adjusted exchange rates have been entirely finalized, formally approved, and successfully synchronized across global banking systems. Major banks, established redemption centers, and various foreign exchange platforms are now reportedly in the active process of preparing their internal systems to handle the significant influx of exchanges and conversions. This preparation is focused on designated activation windows that will follow the public announcement for the typical dinar holder. This translates directly into a critical and urgent need for readiness. Understanding the specific procedural requirements, knowing exactly where and how to initiate the conversion of holdings, and remaining constantly informed about the precise timing windows are now absolutely essential steps. Furthermore, this confirmation strongly implies that global financial institutions are currently and actively integrating Iraq's updated currency framework into their international systems. This action is viewed by analysts as a powerful indicator of official global recognition and a strong commitment to long-term stability for the currency. For those individuals who have held the dinar through years of circulating speculation, this is the precise point where focused strategic planning must transition directly into operational action. Preparation now inherently involves ensuring that all proper documentation is in perfect order, achieving a complete understanding of all required procedural steps, and aligning your actions exactly with the officially communicated schedules and guidelines. This is emphatically not the time to remain passive or simply wait. The considered decisions you choose to make in the immediate aftermath of this major announcement have the power to determine whether your holdings are efficiently leveraged for maximum benefit or whether valuable opportunities are delayed or even missed. Tonight, true readiness is no longer presented as an optional luxury. It is explicitly the cornerstone of being able to take full advantage of this historic financial moment. For a great many dinar holders, this journey has been exceptionally long, marked by unwavering patience, enduring perseverance, and a steadfast core belief that their long wait would ultimately lead to substantial fulfillment. Holding on to the Iraqi dinar over many years, perhaps even decades, has demanded significant endurance in the persistent face of external skepticism, internal doubt, and repeated frustrating delays. Friends, professional colleagues, and even financial commentators may have at various times openly questioned the fundamental wisdom of holding such a volatile and unpredictable currency. Yet you reportedly remained firmly committed to your long-term strategy. Today, with the official confirmation of the Iraqi dinar release, your long dedication is fundamentally validated. This moment is much more than a mere financial adjustment. It stands as a powerful testament to the potent value of prolonged patience, the effectiveness of a disciplined long-term strategy, and the measurable results of diligent investment, much like a marathon runner who is finally approaching the highly anticipated finish line. Every careful step you have taken and every moment you have held firm brings you directly to this pivotal financial juncture. The finish line is not just a symbolic concept. It represents a tangible, real-world opportunity to translate years of commitment and financial conviction into a significant potential financial reward. Maintaining your dinar holdings through periods of profound uncertainty has not only built resilience but has also cultivated sharp strategic foresight. Tonight's confirmation serves as a clear and potent reminder that preparation, sustained endurance, and faith in a structured process guided by careful planning can indeed culminate in truly transformative results. As the planned release moves forward, the vital lessons you have learned regarding persistence, prudence, and focused vigilance will continue to be essential in guiding your immediate actions, ensuring that this long-anticipated moment fully becomes an actionable and successful turning point in your personal financial journey. As the process for the Iraqi Dinar release reportedly transitions from official confirmation to active execution. High-profile Tier 1 banks, including major international institutions such as Wells Fargo, Chase, and HSBC, among others, are reportedly in the active phase of preparing their complex internal systems to fully integrate the newly synchronized exchange rates. Banking insiders often refer to this current phase as a silent activation period, a critically important stage where sophisticated systems are diligently tested, rigorously updated, and precisely aligned in focused preparation for the eventual public go-live moment. These internal banking adjustments are inherently complex, requiring intense coordination across multiple distinct financial networks, meticulous verification of international regulatory compliance, and the careful implementation of stringent safeguards designed to prevent transactional errors during the initial volume release window. Early, unofficial reports suggest that specific IQD trading screens are already visibly displaying internal placeholders for these adjusted rates, which is a strong technical signal that the necessary infrastructure is fully ready to smoothly support widespread conversions the precise moment the release officially becomes public. For longtime dinar holders, this silent phase critically underscores the paramount importance of situational awareness and preparedness. Clearly understanding which specific banks and financial platforms will be facilitating these large-scale conversions, having all necessary personal documentation meticulously in order, and staying acutely informed about the precise timing are all essential requirements for maximizing the potential benefits of this historic moment. The nature of this silent activation period reflects the high degree of precision and careful deliberation with which financial authorities and their global banking partners are approaching the release, aiming to ensure market stability while simultaneously preparing for potentially extremely high transaction volumes. By staying thoroughly informed and strategically aligning your personal readiness with these evolving banking insights, holders can navigate the complex transition with a higher degree of confidence, positioning themselves to act immediately and decisively once the official rates are publicly announced and the long-awaited public go-live officially occurs. To provide truly objective context and a wider professional perspective on the confirmed release of the Iraqi dinar, it is essential to examine the commentary and analysis from top financial experts and economists. Dr. Ali al-Hidari, a highly respected economist based in Baghdad, strongly emphasizes that this release is decidedly not a sudden, rushed, or speculative event. Instead, he views it as a carefully calculated and fully predictable next major step in Iraq's ongoing, comprehensive economic recovery plan. According to Dr. al-Hidari, specific foundational factors such as steadily growing oil revenues, a substantial strengthening of foreign currency reserves, and recently implemented government-led financial reforms have successfully created the necessary and stable environment for this pivotal moment. His expert assessment highlights that the dinar release is firmly anchored in verifiable structural economic improvements rather than mere speculative anticipation, significantly reinforcing the fundamental credibility and legitimacy of the entire event. On the other side of the globe, Michael Stevens, a well-known U.S.-based currency analyst, notes that this particular release represents one of the most thoroughly coordinated revaluation events observed in several decades. The remarkable alignment of Iraq's domestic financial systems with established global banking standards signals not only a high level of technical readiness but also crucial international legitimacy, a vital factor for both long-term stability and sustained investor confidence. Sarah Collins, a seasoned and highly practical financial strategist, further adds that for all holders, active preparation remains paramount. She specifically stresses practical, actionable steps, such as diligently ensuring that all required personal and financial documents are organized, clearly understanding which specific banking institutions will facilitate the exchanges, and knowing the anticipated timing of activation windows. Taken together, these various expert insights collectively underline a central theme. While the moment is undeniably historic, the entire process is structured, predictable, and fully actionable. By fully understanding these informed perspectives, holders are much better positioned to intelligently navigate the complexities of the release, enabling them to make well-informed decisions that reflect both the scale of the opportunity and a necessary degree of caution. History consistently and repeatedly demonstrates that fortune favors those who diligently prepare. Tonight, this immutable principle is coming to life for all Iraqi dinar holders. For years, you have been preparing quietly and systematically, diligently maintaining your asset holdings even during times when external skepticism and serious doubt surrounded the currency's ultimate potential. While others may have readily dismissed your unique long-term strategy or even questioned your patience, you steadfastly stayed the course, understanding that effective long-term financial positioning frequently demands an unusual level of endurance that extends far beyond immediate gratification. Today, with the official confirmation of the Dinar release, the entire stage is set for those years of silent, meticulous preparation to potentially yield significant, tangible financial results. This moment is described as neither empty hype, pure speculation, nor a fleeting, temporary opportunity. It is presented as the natural and logical outcome of careful planning, strategic patience, and highly disciplined investment. The powerful confluence of robust economic reforms, meticulously coordinated international banking efforts, and precise, well-timed execution creates the ideal conditions where holders, who are fully ready to act, can do so decisively and potentially see rewards that may exceed their prior expectations. This particular moment is both highly motivational and intensely practical, serving as a distinct call to action to perfectly align your personal readiness with the scale of the emerging opportunity. By maintaining sharp focus, staying completely informed, and diligently following all actionable steps for conversion and documentation, holders have the ability to translate years of dedicated patience into real, measurable financial outcomes. Tonight, the essential motivational lesson is exceptionally clear. Endurance, comprehensive preparation, and situational awareness are converging to create a historic financial moment, allowing those who remain vigilant to potentially reap the substantial rewards of their unwavering, long-term commitment. When preparing to move decisively forward, thorough organization must be your foremost line of defense. Ensure that every single one of your critical documents is perfectly in order, as these items will be absolutely essential when you are ready to initiate a redemption or exchange. At the bare minimum, you must possess a valid government-issued identification, such as a current passport or a driver's license, to definitively verify your identity. In addition, valid proof of funds is equally important. This evidence could take the form of a recent bank statement or an official document that clearly demonstrates your direct ownership of the specific currency you intend to exchange. You should also diligently keep any receipts or comprehensive records of all prior dinar transactions, as these documents may be requested by banking officials to officially establish the legal chain of custody and ensure the absolute legitimacy of your holdings. Maintaining highly organized and complete records not only significantly speeds up the entire processing procedure, but also actively helps to prevent potential delays or confusion once you arrive at the redemption center. Remember that any significant gaps or inconsistencies found in your essential documentation could potentially result in your being turned away, so it is always far better to double-check everything thoroughly before your scheduled arrival. Preparation at this final stage is considered not merely a bureaucratic requirement, but a crucial strategic action. Next, you must carefully and thoroughly consider your banking options. Only a select number of financial institutions are likely to be authorized and willing to facilitate these highly complex transactions. These typically include the aforementioned Tier 1 banks, such as Wells Fargo, Chase, and HSBC. These major institutions possess the requisite infrastructure, the established compliance frameworks, and the necessary regulatory approval to safely and efficiently handle large-scale international currency exchanges and redemptions. It is strongly advisable to proactively contact these banks in advance, officially verify their specific procedural requirements, and fully understand any required supplemental paperwork. Some banks may have particular internal policies regarding appointment scheduling or their unique verification processes, so clarifying these fine details beforehand can save you considerable time and prevent potential frustration. Additionally, staying fully informed about the specific redemption center operations is absolutely crucial. Many centers may implement strictly enforced timed appointment windows to effectively manage the expected high traffic and ensure a smooth, orderly processing flow. These specific processing windows may be severely limited and strictly enforced, making both punctuality and comprehensive preparedness essential for a successful transaction. You must avoid last-minute rushed scrambles and meticulously plan your visit with a clear, strategic mindset. Finally, it is paramount that you maintain a calm, rational, and composed mindset. While excitement and strong anticipation may be running extremely high, It is vitally important not to allow intense emotions to override practical, sound decision-making. Opportunities of this specific magnitude require a great deal of patience, focused diligence, and careful adherence to all established procedures. Panicking or carelessly rushing through the process dramatically increases the likelihood of making costly errors that could either waste valuable time or, in the worst case, jeopardize your fundamental ability to redeem your funds. Your focus must remain on being exceptionally thorough, systematic in your approach, and well-informed at every single step. By actively choosing to act wisely and methodically, you significantly maximize the likelihood of a smooth and entirely successful experience. Remember, while timing is undeniably critical, it is ultimately the combination of comprehensive preparation, expert knowledge, and sustained composure that will fundamentally define your success. Acting thoughtfully and deliberately now lays the essential foundation for tangible, positive results in the very near future. The confirmation of Iraq's currency release has significant implications that stretch far beyond mere individual financial gains. It serves as a tangible, powerful indicator that the nation is actively and progressively moving toward broader, sustained economic stability, a development which holds the potential to substantially impact both domestic and international confidence in the country. For Iraq itself, the demonstrated ability to officially release its currency for public redemption signals a major commitment to transparency and deep financial reform. This significant step has the potential to attract much-needed foreign direct investment, actively stimulate internal commerce and business activity, and help to restore crucial trust in the government's capacity to effectively manage its monetary policy. Investors located globally monitor such developments with intense interest. Even a single successful act of public currency redemption can send ripple effects across various financial markets, signaling clearly that Iraq is genuinely open to structured, global economic engagement and is technically capable of handling complex, large-scale financial transactions. For nations and international institutions that continuously evaluate geopolitical risk, this is a very meaningful indicator that Iraq is proactively taking measurable, concrete steps to stabilize its economy and present a more predictable and reliable investment environment. For individual investors and people in the U.S. and globally, this positive development significantly strengthens their confidence in the potential for profitable and secure investment in the region. Those who have maintained their faith in the currency over the long term now reportedly have a clear, actionable path to realize returns, profoundly validating their years of patience and research. Beyond the purely monetary aspect, the broader economic signals being transmitted are exceptionally compelling. The visible strengthening of the nation's banking infrastructure, increased regulatory clarity, and a visible governmental commitment to currency stability all contribute to a perception of a much more reliable Iraqi economy in the eyes of the global market. This positive shift can lead to increased international trade, the forging of stronger global partnerships, and the potential for crucial long-term growth initiatives that ultimately benefit multiple economic sectors both inside and outside Iraq. On a deeply personal level, this moment represents the long-awaited fruition of years of strong belief and unwavering diligence. For many, maintaining their holdings of the currency through extended periods of uncertainty was not simply a financial exercise, but an active act of faith in Iraq's potential long-term prospects. Now, the potential to convert that long-held faith into tangible, measurable value is reportedly within clear reach. This specific opportunity strongly reinforces the principle that patience, rigorous due diligence, and strategic action are ultimately rewarded when complex market conditions align with major global economic shifts, while individual financial outcomes will inevitably vary based on personal preparation and timing. The broader narrative is undeniably clear. Iraq's determined steps toward comprehensive financial stabilization offer a profoundly renewed sense of optimism, a tangible opportunity for gain, and a clear vision for the country's economic rebirth that resonates far beyond its national borders. Take a critical moment to truly reflect on exactly where you stand right now. Think deeply about the long, patient journey that has finally brought you to this point, the enduring patience, the strong faith, and the unwavering core belief that what you held on to would one day have its significant, defining moment. It was certainly not always easy. There were inevitable doubts, frustrating delays, and moments when external forces seemed to move directly against your carefully formed expectations. Yet, through all of it, you held on firm. You resolutely maintained your conviction even when others openly questioned your financial decisions, and even when profound uncertainty loomed large and the future seemed entirely unclear. Endurance in its truest and most powerful form is not merely about passively waiting. It is fundamentally about actively continuing with a clear sense of purpose and belief, day after day, regardless of the daunting obstacles placed in your path. Every careful step you took, every deliberate financial decision you made, and every ounce of patience you conscientiously exercised has logically led you directly to this pivotal point. Your long journey has been powerfully defined by consistency and resilience, qualities that are now reportedly being rewarded in ways that fully validate your steadfastness. This is not simply a personal financial victory. It is a profound affirmation of your dedication, your internal courage, and your demonstrable ability to trust in an outcome you could not yet physically see. Now, the world is reportedly beginning to officially confirm what you always intuitively knew deep down, that your persistent faith was absolutely not in vain. External circumstances are now visibly aligning with your inner convictions, creating a moment where active opportunity and thorough preparation perfectly meet. This is the precise point where a long-held belief is fundamentally transforming into an actionable reality, and where years of dedicated patience are being crystallized into tangible, positive outcomes. Others may have expressed doubt, but your sheer steadfastness has successfully carried you through. The recognition you are now seeing is not random chance. It is the natural and logical consequence of disciplined action, sustained awareness, and unwavering long-term hope. This powerful affirmation extends well beyond mere financial gains. It is about actively seeing your judgment, your deep insight, and your personal perseverance fully validated on a scale that very few people ever get to personally experience. It serves as a profound and essential reminder that the specific actions you choose to take today, when guided by informed confidence and calm determination, will ultimately shape your future for many years to come. This is truly your time. This is your specific opportunity. This is your moment to rise to the occasion. The door for which you have patiently waited is reportedly now open, and the crucial next steps you choose to take will definitively define the trajectory of your success. Approach them with clear, rational clarity, comprehensive preparation, and bold courage. Every single challenge you faced in the past has successfully equipped you with the necessary wisdom and insight to effectively navigate whatever lies immediately ahead. Your persistence has not only strategically positioned you to potentially benefit materially, but has also undeniably strengthened your character and your capacity to act decisively when it matters most. Embrace this moment fully, understanding that it represents the rare and powerful intersection of patience, preparation, and impeccable timing. The journey is not only about the final reward. It is equally about personal growth, increased confidence, and the powerful demonstration of your ability to endure, adapt, and ultimately triumph. This is the culmination of years of unwavering belief, and now is your time to step forward boldly, seize the opportunity that stands before you, and rise to the full potential that your dedication has always inherently promised.